Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope everything's good at your end. So guys, we obviously did a massive live stream, 3-hour live stream, a great live stream, a live stream which I think has been one of our best yet. You know, everyone chipping in. We had heated debates. Brilliant. What a live stream. A lot of you were in. It was a really popular live stream. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I can't thank everybody enough who joined the live stream, who were in there, who were, contributing. Yeah, what a live stream. What a live stream. I really enjoyed it. Guys, I don't know who brought it up in the live stream, but I've got to do a video on it. It's been reported by Mike Coppinger and many other multiple sources that Canelo Alvarez, obviously, as we know, is going to be fighting, it looks like, reportedly very close to fighting Caleb Plant on a Fox pay-per-view. And the fight, obviously we know Canelo has recently been working with DAZN, and his fights have been broadcasted on DAZN. But it looks like for this fight, which was it looked like from the start, that will probably be on Fox because of the fact that Caleb Plant is with Fox. I think Caleb Plant's got a deal with Fox, and Canelo Alvarez, the reason why he got out of his deal with DAZN was for him to be a free agent so he can work with every broadcaster. That was the whole purpose of him being a free agent. And Al Heyman, I always knew Al Heyman wasn't going to let Canelo Alvarez, fight. Wasn't going to let Caleb Plant fight Canelo Alvarez on, DAZN. It wouldn't make any sense for their business, really, when you think about it. Why would you let, a guy go and fight on another platform? It didn't make sense to me. So I knew all along that Canelo was going to fight, most likely going to fight Caleb Plant on Fox. Because it made sense, because the whole purpose of Canelo striking, that deal where he was going to be a free agent and breaking off from DAZN was because he can fight on every platform. And that won't stop him from making the fights that, the fans want to see, or getting in the way in the fights that he wants to make. And obviously, it looks like now that Canelo Alvarez will fight Caleb Plant on Fox. Apparently, reportedly so. It's not done yet. It's not a done deal. But the other news that really is surprising me is that apparently Canelo Alvarez is to receive a highest payday of his career. That he's going to receive his biggest payday, which is crazy because we know that Canelo's earned ridiculous money through his career. So I can only think about how huge the number is. Canelo Alvarez is going to obviously get a massive payday here against Caleb Plant if it is reportedly true, and he is going to get the highest payday of his career. And this is a very credible source in Mike Coppinger, who Eddie Hearn himself says doesn't get many things wrong, and he's usually spot on. So you have to say that he's going to be getting some serious dough for this fight. And fair play to it, Canelo. Canelo deserves every single penny. He's a modern day gladiator. He fights everybody. He takes on the best. And look, I don't think Canelo gets the appreciation of what he's about to do. He just fought Callum Smith last December. He's about to become undisputed, right, in a weight division in less than a year? Who does that? Who does that? You tell me another fighter in the sport that's done that. That's basically fighting the best in his division and doing it within 9 months. It's incredible. Canelo Alvarez he's a freak fighter, and I think we take him for granted. Enjoy him while he's here, because stuff like this isn't going to happen anytime soon. Fighters don't normally do what Canelo Alvarez is doing right now in modern time. They don't. And Canelo Alvarez deserves every single penny that he's going to get. And I believe what Mike Coppinger is saying is probably true, because the this fight is massive. This fight is massive because of the fact that it's for the undisputed. Canelo Alvarez could create history by becoming the first Mexican to become undisputed champion. So I believe there's a lot of meaning behind this fight. There's a lot to this fight. And this is why I think it's such a big fight. And this is why I think it's going to do great. It's going to do great numbers and great business because of the history behind this fight. I think there's a lot to it. And I honestly am very excited, very, very excited, because I like to see undisputed fights. I like to see guys become undisputed. I like to see guys crowned. And if Caleb Plant can pull off the upset, you know, good on him. You know, I think Canelo will win, but if Caleb Plant can pull off the upset, then, you know, he pulls off the upset, he becomes undisputed. But it's giving both fighters an opportunity to do that, and that's what I like. But yeah, it doesn't shock me that Canelo's going to be probably getting his highest payday, because I think it's just the legacy and what this fight means. And I think Fox, and I think that's why Canelo has become a free agent, right? Because maybe Canelo was looking at the offers on the table, and maybe Fox came out with a deal that Canelo just couldn't refuse. And this is why, when you're a big star like Canelo Alvarez, being a free agent is probably the best way to go. Because you can speak to every single broadcaster, and whoever gives you the best deal, you can take the offer which is the best. And that's why Canelo's in such a great position. Because Canelo Alvarez is now basically speaking to every single broadcaster, whoever gives him the best deal. Now, obviously, he knows he can only fight Caleb Plant on either DAZN or Fox. And in this case, he could only fight him on Fox because Al Heyman wasn't going to allow Caleb Plant to fight Canelo Alvarez on DAZN. So that's why I said all along that I think this fight will happen on Fox. And initially, the reason why they wanted to initially get a 3-fight deal, because a 1-fight deal is risky because they know they're going to have to pay Canelo huge money. And if they were to just say make a loss, the pay-per-view numbers aren't that great, then Fox will take a loss, right? By doing a 3-fight deal, they know they'll recuperate their money with Canelo because Canelo's such a big star. But in the end, I think the fact of having Canelo on their platform was just too enticing for them not to have him on their platform. So they just, in the end, did a 1-fight deal. But initially, they probably wanted to do a 3-fight deal. But you rather have Canelo on your platform than not have him on your platform. I can see why they did a 3-fight deal and why they wanted to do a 3-fight deal. But now I can also see why that they would then eventually offer him a 1-fight deal and just get it done. Canelo wasn't willing to accept a 3-fight deal because that means Canelo would be tied down to fighting PBC fighters for the next 3 fights, and Canelo has no interest in doing that. That's why Canelo probably rejected that 3-fight deal. But Canelo wants to do 1-fight deal. He's not got a problem with that because Canelo knows that then I can do what I want after that. And that's the whole purpose of Canelo being a free agent. That was the purpose behind all of this. Do you understand? That's why he became a free agent. That was the whole purpose of it. So I think it's a great move. I think it's a great move, and Canelo's going to receive his highest payday. And that again is a great move, because now if Canelo's going to receive his highest payday, that means, you know, he's going to earn more money than what he's been doing with DAZN even. So I can't imagine what it's going to be. Is it going to be 50, 60 million? What's it going to be his highest payday? Because I'm pretty sure he's been earning in the region of 30, 40 mil per fight. So is it going to be 50, 60 mil if it's his career high payday? I don't know. It's crazy, but that's the advantage of being a free agent when you're such a big star like Canelo, because people want you to be on their platform because they know that you'll move the needle for them. So Canelo's, for me, hit the bullseye here with this. And I think what he's done in terms of being a in terms of him becoming a free agent, I think is the perfect move from Canelo Alvarez. So massive respect to Canelo. I think he made the right call. And I personally think he's also showing that he's not got an ego. He's not saying that, no, I want Caleb Plant to do what I want to do and fight on DAZN, this, that, and the other, because I've got... No. Canelo Alvarez just wants to fight the best. He don't care what platform he's fighting on. He just wants to fight the best. And that's why he became a free agent. If he didn't, like, he could have somebody that he wants to fight. For example, Beterbiev, could happen the same thing. Beterbiev may have a contract with ESPN, but ESPN may not allow Beterbiev to go and fight him on DAZN. So that means, right, that Canelo Alvarez may have to fight him on ESPN. But again, Canelo Alvarez ain't going to have a problem fighting him on ESPN. It'll just mean ESPN will be willing to pay him crazy money to come and fight on their platform. So Canelo, who's the winner? Canelo. Because Canelo's improving his legacy. He's getting to do and fight who he wants. And he's getting well compensated for the guys that he's getting in the ring with. So Canelo's a winner. Canelo wins no matter what. He's coming out on top, irrespective. You know, from a legacy point of view, from a financial point of view, he's winning. That's why I think Canelo made the right move. He made the right move. And this is why I say Canelo right now, there's not many people in the sport of boxing that are doing it like him. You know, he's one of the best. He's one of the best out there right now. And I think this again shows why. That he's willing to fight guys back to back to back. You know, he would have literally cleaned out a division. He's cleaned out a division in 9 months. So December to September? 9 months? What's that? December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. In 10 months, he's cleaned out a division. In 10 months, if he was to beat Caleb Plant, he's beaten 3 champions to unify the division. And he's fought another fighter in between. So he's fought 4 times in the space of 10 months. And he's cleaned out a division by doing that. So he's basically beat a champion in December, fought a mandatory in February, beat another champion in May, and then beat another. And if he beats Caleb Plant, that'll be beating another champion. Tell me another fighter in the sport of boxing that's done that or is doing that. That's unheard of. That level of confidence, that level of greatness, that doesn't happen in the modern era. It doesn't happen. 10 months and he's cleaned out a division. People will say, oh, it's a weak division, but it's not that weak that Canelo could just go and clean it out like that. There's still some really good fighters. Callum Smith was supposed to give him trouble. You know, Billy Joe Saunders was supposed to give him trouble. Now Caleb Plant, I think the reason why people aren't giving Caleb Plant a chance because of what he's done to Billy Joe and Callum Smith prior to Caleb Plant. And Caleb Plant's a very good fighter. He's just not going to be able to beat Canelo. But people don't seem to give Canelo credit, and they say that Canelo's not fighting anybody because of the fact how great Canelo is. Listen, what Canelo is doing isn't normal. Canelo is doing that because he's great, not because the other guys are poor. Canelo's doing it because he's great. Now, is he fighting guys like Marvin Hagler? And no, of course not. There's not guys like that in the division. But the fact of the matter is these are solid world champions, undefeated world champions. Callum Smith was an undefeated world champion. Billy Joe was an undefeated world champion. Caleb Plant is an undefeated world champion. Canelo's going to go through all of them in 10 months. Who does that? You tell me in boxing, who's doing that? What Canelo Alvarez is doing is unheard of. It's unheard of. And I think he should be respected and given a lot of credit for that. And I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I don't think he gets the respect for what he's doing and what he's done in the game. And so, like I said, I think Canelo Alvarez deserves every single penny that he gets. Because his achievements in the sport of boxing are incredible. And he gives the boxing fans what the boxing fans want, which are the best fights. You know, so I think Canelo needs to be commended and respected. Great fighter, and I can't commend him enough. I think he deserves the coverage. I think he deserves the credit. He's just a great fighter. And I feel like he's going to become undisputed. He's going to become undisputed champ, and I respect him. But fair play to Canelo. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about this. Canelo, apparently, according to Mike Coppinger, will be receiving his highest career payday in his career when he reportedly takes on Caleb Plant in September. What do you guys make of this? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.